We'll put anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Jeffco softball. Come see what you're missing.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Jefferson College softball on JCTV. A very cool and overcast day here for softball as the Jefferson College Vikings are taking on Three Rivers Community College out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. I'm Matt Keeney with JCTV alongside Martino Garza. How's it going, Martino?
It's going pretty good. I'm excited for today's game. Excited to commentate. Just happy to be here.
Vikings are looking forward to hopefully getting a game in. This has been a theme all spring as we've been broadcasting both the baseball and softball games on JCTV. It's been tough to get them in because of all the rainy weather we've had, the cold weather. And Jeffco has been struggling to actually get on the mound here. But we're ready to go here as Casey Menz will lead things off for Three Rivers. Men's playing center field today for Three Rivers. And here's the first pitch of the game for ball one.
Our pitcher today is Fitzwater.
It is Angie Fitzwater.
Angie Fitzwater. Didn't write down the first name. Last time I watched her, she did a very good job. And
that's hit into center field, but it is handled by the Vikings.
Easy catch.
In the center fielder today, Krista Vlasic.
Like the pickle.
Jeffco with an overall record on the season so far of 18-9. Jeffco is 2-1 in Region 16 play and 8-1 in conference play. And now it's Wendy Eftink stepping in for Three Rivers. First pitch strike from Fitzwater. Eftink's ready. Here's second pitch of the at-bat, fouled to the right side over the visitors' dugout. 1-1 count now. No score, top of the first inning. We're just underway here between Jeffco and Three Rivers. And the Jeffco pitcher, Fitzwater, has Eftink in the hole 0-2. Hit back to the pitcher. Fitzwater handles it and makes the play for out number 2. And Lindsay Landels is now the hitter for Three Rivers. She will play second base today for the Raiders.
Takes the first pitch. Strike one.
Good way to get ahead of the batter there. Start things off with this at-bat. 0-1 windups in there for ball one. So 1-1 count now. Good pitch in there for strike 2. So a 1-2 count on Lindsay Landels, the hitter for Three Rivers. 2 outs, top first. Hit to second, and that's through for a base hit. First hit of the day. And here's the cleanup hitter for Three Rivers, Leslie Taylor. Taylor playing third today. Taylor digs in. It's fouled back our way for strike 1.
Leslie Taylor from Hat Creek, California. I don't know if I'd want to come from California to Missouri to play softball, but if it's a good school, then why not?
Well, we may not have the ocean here, but Missouri is a beautiful state. I have to vouch for my home state, Martino.
It's my home state too, but I'd give anything to go to California.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Be broadcasting this on the beach right now.
0-2 count. 2 outs, top first. Here's the pitch from Fitzwater. Nice play there to end the first inning. And we're going to the bottom of the first. The Vikings will come up to bat. No score here on JCTV.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
And we're back for the bottom of the first inning here. Jefferson College Vikings matching up today against Three Rivers Community College. No score. And leading things off for the Vikings, number 25, Nicole Ostertag. And Ostertag with some power, as we know, Martino. The past two games we broadcast here on JCTV, Ostertag has gone deep.
Very deep.
And let's see if she can keep that streak going.
Last game, was it? She almost hit the cycle. Mike was calling for the cycle, and she came just short.
She did. My memory serves me correctly, I believe she had the single, the double, and the home run. Didn't get the triple. But we'll see what Ostertag does here. She digs in for the first at-bat of the day for the Vikings. And here's the pitch. That's over for ball one. On the mound today for Three Rivers, we have Casey Smith. Smith's ready. Floats in for a strike. Took a little off that one. One and one count on Ostertag.
That one just a bit outside.
2-1 count. Ostertag taking a practice cut between every pitch. She's ready, the pitcher's ready. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul, third base side. 2-2 count now.
You can pretty much tell just by looking at her that she plans on going yard at this at bat.
She definitely looks like she's locked in from here. We'll see what happens here on the 2-2. Low and inside, full count on the leadoff hitter, Ostertag.
She didn't really even flinch on that one. Came about 6 inches from her knees.
Here's the 3-2. And that's a walk. So the leadoff runner is on for Jefferson. And Marissa Hain. Marissa Hain steps in. She's playing third today. Made a nice play to end the top of the first inning. Time's called. And there goes Ostertag did break, but so it's 1-0 on Hain. That one is up the middle for a base hit. So runners at first and second for the Vikings. Still no one out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Tori Long now up to bat.
Tori Long, the Vikings shortstop. Wearing the number of pretty famous shortstop who played in this area for years, of course, Ozzie Smith.
My favorite.
Talking about the St. Louis area in general, of course. I think people know who he is, though, around here.
Most likely.
So 2 on, nobody out. Tori Long at the plate. 1-0 count. Now it's 2-0. That's 3-0. So hitters count here for Long. And still nobody out. Vikings threatening here in the bottom of the first. There's the windup. And that's in there for strike one. So that's what Casey Smith needed there. You don't want to walk the bases loaded here for the cleanup hitter. Sasha Chapman, she's on deck. Hit to the third baseman, tries for the force, but she will be safe as there's an error on the throw, and the Vikings score their first run. Ostertag comes in. It's now 1-0. Jefferson College on top. I imagine that would be scored a fielder's choice and an error there.
They had called for her to go to third, but it was like that backhand throw didn't seem to be very accurate whatsoever.
And here is the cleanup hitter, Sasha Chapman. First pitch in there for a strike. Chapman acting as the designated hitter today. Oh, 0-1 count. And that's in there for ball one. Runners on second and third for the Vikings. Still no outs, bottom first, and Vikings just jumped on top, 1-0. Hit sharply to third, but that's called a foul ball. It was close.
Looked to me like I had made it over. I always like the excitement from the ump. I can never get that excited about a foul ball, but
Yeah, they do. You know, it adds something to the game when that ump makes those real loud calls. And that's a foul ball for strike two. It's 1-2 on Chapman. Chapman looking to add to the Vikings' lead. Chapman grounds foul. Chapman's ready. Smith's ready. Ooh. And that one, did that hit the ump?
I believe it did. He adjusted his hat as a sign of, that kind of hurt.
Hopefully the padding he's wearing absorbed the brunt of that. But I'm sure it still stings a bit. Popped up over the backstop.
Nearly took out one of the Three Rivers fans there.
Yeah, one of the Three Rivers spectators had to duck out of the way of that one. So 1-2 count, still on Chapman. Still no outs. 2 runners in scoring position for Jefferson. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A throw down to first, and that's a strikeout. The first one of the day for Smith. And it's Christy Gamerick now for the Vikings. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Gamerick catching today. One out, bottom 1. 2 runners on for the Vikings. That floats in there high for ball 1.
That was about around her helmet height on that one.
Yeah, that one started off a little low, but just came up as it entered the zone.
That one had some heat on it for sure.
It's a 1-2 count now on Gamerick. Gamerick from Imperial, Missouri, went to Windsor High School. And that's fouled. Still 1-2.
Looked like it hit off of her calf. That usually stings for a little while. Not as bad as to hit that ankle bone. I've had that happen a couple times. Not fun.
And that's low for ball 2. So 2-2 now on Gamerick. 1 out in the bottom of the first. Jefferson College on top 1-0. And runners on second and third for Jeffco. Smith looks in. Hit into right field, and that falls in for a hit. Scoring another run for Jefferson College, 2-0 now, Jeffco on top. And it's Caitlin McCollum who steps in now for the Vikings. And Long advancing on that play to third. So runners at the corner now for the Vikings, 2 outs. It's in there for a strike, and we have a stolen base there, or perhaps fielder's indifference, but either way, Gamerick goes from first to second. Throw back to third, but Long back safely.
Be careful down there.
3-1 count now on McCollum. Vikings with runners at second and third, threatening again. That's popped up on the infield. Should be handled. And it is. So that's the second out of the inning. And stepping in for the Vikings is Brittany Ponder, playing right field today. And that's in there for strike 1 on Ponder. There's ball 1 for 1-1. So we have Gamerick on second, Long on third. Ponder at the plate, pops that up on the infield to the shortstop. And that's taken in for out number 3. But Jefferson College jumps on top 2-0. We'll be back with the second inning in just a second on JCTV.
I am Jeffco Baseball. I am Jeffco Baseball.
I am Jeffco Baseball.
I am Jeffco Baseball.
Jeffco Baseball. Come see what you're missing.
We're back here on JCTV for top of the second inning. Jefferson College leads Three Rivers 2-0. And leading things off for Three Rivers, number 12, Megan Booker. And Fitzwater still on the mound for the Vikings. Here's the first pitch of the inning. In for a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So Fitzwater quickly ahead of the Three Rivers hitter, Booker. As the Three Rivers dugout cheers on the leadoff hitter, Booker. Grounded to short. Great effort there by Tori Long, but Booker able to beat that throw out and is safe.
Would have been a great play. Should have made that.
It would. That one was hit deep into the hole. It was tough to recover to get that throw out to first. So an infield single for Booker. Now it's Courtney Ostendorf for Three Rivers. Will bat next. Number 5, playing shortstop today. A runner on first for Three Rivers, no one out. Top of the second inning. Vikings lead it 2-0.
Never got why baseball never really had that many cheers, you know?
You definitely hear a lot more cheering on from the benches as we have a stolen base attempt here, and she's out. So Booker is thrown out trying to steal second. First out of the inning. Ostendorf still at the plate for Three Rivers. Grounded foul, first base side. But as we were saying before that stolen base attempt, you're right, you definitely hear more cheering on from both dugouts, cheering their teams on than you do over on the baseball field, and I don't know why that is, but
A lot more elaborate too. They make little songs and jingles that actually are pretty catchy. As this one rolls on the ground, a little low.
like it slipped from Fitzwater's hand a bit. But it's nice to see, as a spectator, that camaraderie from the bench.
Oh yeah, it is entertaining, I think. Because, I mean, some of these are, like I said, elaborate, long. Like that song for Booker was about 2 minutes long.
Here we go. You might be able to hear the song that Three Rivers is singing, cheering on Courtney Ostendorf at the plate. That's up the middle for a base hit. So Three Rivers could have a runner in scoring position right now had Booker not been gunned out trying to steal second. There's one out in the inning now. Runner on first for Three Rivers, and Tabitha Martin, the first baseman for Three Rivers, is at the plate. Sharply hit foul into the Three Rivers dugout. It's the the top of the second here. Jefferson College on top of Three Rivers, 2-0. Fitzwater has her sign, delivers. And that is fouled for strike 2.
That last chant was a bit hard to hear. Couldn't make out any words, but
Fitzwater delivers, and that's a strikeout. It's a big second out here in the top of the second.
looks like both pitchers now have 1 strikeout on their belt.
That is correct. And this is Kayla Yater for Three Rivers. First pitch in there for strike 1 from Fitzwater. Evens the count there, 1-1 now. As Yater took ball 1.
Looks like they call her Muscles.
Yes, that appears to be Yater's nickname. Hit the first, that's under the glove of the first baseman for another hit. And the right fielder for Jefferson College making that a close play. And that's something obviously you don't see as much in softball. Obviously the baselines are longer and the outfield's deeper, but sometimes in these balls that you would think would be an easy base hit, the outfielder's making a close play at first.
Oh yeah, really, it's really about 20 feet from where Brittany Ponder's standing right now to the infield, so it's not too bad of a throw.
And this is Casey Smith, the pitcher for Three Rivers, stepping in. Of course, the rule's a little bit different in softball than in baseball. There's a flex position in softball, so theoretically, any one of the fielders could play the field but not hit. Today for Three Rivers, the catcher is not in the lineup, the pitcher is. That's in there for strike 2. Fitzwater ahead of the opposing pitcher here, Casey Smith at the plate. Jefferson College on top, 2-0, but Three Rivers threatening here with 2 runners on with 2 outs in the top of the second. Low for ball 1. And that's ball 2, so the count is even now, 2-2. Fitzwater gets her sign and is ready. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. So Jefferson College is able to get out of the inning without letting up any runs. We'll be back for the bottom of the second on JCTV.
Great education.
Friendly atmosphere.
Beautiful campus. the convenience, and the affordability.
My experience at Jefferson College has been wonderful.
I find the quality of education here at Jefferson College to be one of a kind.
My experience at Jefferson College has been a major plus in my life and one of the best decisions I've made.
Jefferson College would be the place that I would recommend the most.
I'm Katie Williams.
I'm Kevin Higginbotham.
I'm Ann Martinson.
I'm Tony Markovich, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
We're back for the bottom of the second inning here on JCTV. Jefferson College on top of Three Rivers, 2-0. Leading things off for the Vikings this inning, Stephanie McPherson, playing first base today. And Casey Smith for Three Rivers on the mound. Just hits the lower inside corner for strike one. McPherson digs in. Delivery from Smith. Hit the third. That's a base hit. Leslie Taylor for Three Rivers made a dive at that ball, but couldn't come up with it. So McPherson is on to lead things off. And Krista Vlasic will hit for the Vikings. Playing center field today. It's way high from Smith for ball one. No one out here in the bottom of the second. That's in there for strike one, so 1-1 now on Vlasic. McPherson on first base for the Vikings. And Vikings on top, 2-0. Smith looks in, gets her sign, she's ready. Here's the pitch.
That one's
hit into
deep.
left field.
Come on,
And that's down for a hit. And 2 on with nobody out now for Jefferson College. That one hung up there for quite a while. It did end up getting over the head of the left fielder.
Looked like McPherson held up a little bit. Not sure if left fielder could get under that or not.
Right, smart play. Because if she dances around second and that's caught, probably easily thrown out at first, or at least they'd make a play out of it. And we're back to the top of the order here with Nicole Ostertag. And that's strike one, 0-1. But Jefferson College has to like this situation. Nobody out, 2 runners on, and one of your power bats up at the plate. It's ball one.
Come on, Nicole.
Bottom 2, 1-1 count on Ostertag. And that's in there for strike 2.
A little high, but ump's always right.
Ostertag digs in, she's ready. Casey Smith's ready, here's the pitch. Hit into left field, and that's gonna fall in. And trying to make the force out at third is Three Rivers, but the runner is safe for Jefferson, so the bases are loaded here with no one out in the bottom of the second.
Come on, Marissa.
Come on, kid.
And that was a close play over there at third.
Very close. Again, she held up. Looked like the left fielder was actually going to make that play for a second.
It did. It was off her glove. And Three Rivers is going to talk things over here with the bases loaded for Jefferson College. We'll take a quick break here on JCTV. We're back here on JC TV. Three Rivers calling time to talk things over as the Vikings have Marissa Hain at the plate with the bases loaded here. Still no one out in the bottom of the second. Hain singled and scored in the first. And she digs in here. That's ball one. And Casey Smith on the mound for Three Rivers.
Hain also made that really good play at third base to end the first inning.
In there for strike one. 1-1 on Hain. There's a windup from Smith in for ball two. So Hain ahead in the count again. 2-1. And Jefferson College threatening here. The Vikings with the bases loaded and no outs.
Marissa, come on, you can do it.
Okay. Foul to the right side, out of play.
That right fielder seems to be cheating in quite a bit. She could get
She
in a
is perhaps
hold
getting
of
ready for a possible play at the plate.
Possible. She could just chip it over her head, probably get an easy 2 runs in.
Hain gets some advice from head coach Tony Cook. And here's the pitch. Back to the backstop. We're going to have a play at the plate. And the runner's safe. So the Vikings get another run, 3-0. And Hain did not even need to put that one in play to get another run for the Vikings. And both runners advance. So Hain still has a chance to drive in a couple of runs for Jefferson College with runners on second and third. And still no outs here in the top of the second. Bottom of the second, excuse me. Up the middle for a base hit. The runner at third will hold up.
Nice job,
Nearly took out the pitcher on that one.
Sharply hit up the middle. So Jefferson College now with a 4-0 lead.
I believe this
And again,
happened
that
last
small
time.
field is throwing me off a little bit because you see it hit up the middle, you think normally you might score 2, but
Yeah.
those fielders are just too close. They can get that ball in quickly to the infield. And here's Tori Long for the Vikings. Long shows bunt, pulls back, and a stolen base as the throw from the catcher is cut off. So Hain now stands at second.
They're obviously expecting Nicole to head home. Try to get her there.
Long fouls that to the third base side, so 0-2 on Long, but still no outs here in the bottom of the second, and Jeffco already scoring 2 runs in this inning, trying to add to the Vikings' lead here. Here's a windup, sharply hit, but caught.
She dropped it. Go, Tori.
Some confusion on the base paths for the Vikings. It looks like the runner's hung up. Safe, and here's a play at the plate.
Yeah.
Safe! 5-0 Jeffco. Now Three Rivers is arguing that that ball was caught in the air. Apparently the call is it hit the ground. It looked like from here it hit the ground. But the fielder trapped it. Three Rivers, of course, unhappy with the call, as are some of the Three Rivers fans here on hand. So it's 5-0 after some confusion and a contested call. Runner at second, and still no outs for Jefferson College. On top of Three Rivers, 5-0.
Oh, seems to be getting some stuff from the coach and fans after that one.
And here's Sasha Chapman.
She struck out last at bat, unfortunately.
Throw back to second, but the runner's safe. The ball gets away, but runner staying put. 5-0 Jefferson College. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here for Three Rivers. We'll be right back on JCTV. We're back here on JCTV with Jefferson College softball. The new pitcher for Three Rivers is Brittany Holian. Takes over for Casey Smith. And Chapman still at the plate for the Vikings. Here's the pitch that's sharply hit up the middle for a base hit. And another run's going to score for Jefferson College. 6-0 now. An RBI for Chapman.
Great hit up the middle there.
Chapman, of course, was at the plate during that confusing and contested call there earlier in the inning. That ended up scoring another run for the Vikings. The Vikings on top now, 6-0. And Christy Gamerick now batting for Jefferson.
Christy had that really good, where she threw out the person trying to steal. Was that the first inning or second inning? I think it was. Just a few minutes ago. I always like to see that when the catcher throws them out.
That's one of the more exciting plays in the game. Gamerick stands in, is ready for the pitch. Hit deep into left field, off the wall. It's going to score another run for the Vikings, maybe two. It will score two. And Gamerick back to second, but the Vikings score two more on two RBIs. And a double from Gamerick. 8-0, Jefferson College on top of Three Rivers. So there is no shortage of excitement here today at the Jefferson College softball field. And for our viewers out there, if you haven't come out and checked out one of these games in person, you really should. They're exciting, they're a lot of fun.
And you get to meet us, possible autographs and photos after each game.
I do that for free, Martino charges.
Hey, I got a car payment. Come on.
Caitlin McCullum now for Jefferson at the plate, shows bunt, but pulls back. And that's ball one, 1-1 count. Runner on second for the Vikings. Christy Gamerick. Ball two. Gamerick hit that ball pretty deep. It hung up there for a while. It was off the wall.
Just about 5 feet from hitting the scoreboard.
Here's the windup from Holian. Grounded to short. Runner out at first. Play at third, but Gamerick is safe. Advancing on the throw.
A little trouble sliding there.
She looks to be okay. A little slow getting up there, but I think one of the spectators here called that a belly flop into third. Pretty accurate description. So one out now for Brittany Ponder.
She flew out last inning to the shortstop.
Off the glove of the first baseman. Another run scores for Jefferson College on the RBI for Ponder. 9-0 now. Jeffco over Three Rivers.
Looked like the first baseman jumped just a little too early. On her way down, it tipped off the top of her glove.
And the Vikings have batted around in this inning. This is McPherson's second at bat of the inning. She led off things with a single. Hit to short. Out at second. Safe at first. So that's the second out of the inning for Three Rivers. And here's Krista Vlasic for the Vikings, singled earlier in this inning. Takes ball one. 9-0 over Jefferson College. A very impressive performance so far by the Vikings lineup, and good pitching so far as well. The windup, it's ball two.
And it's possible this one might end early. I've heard if it's 8 after 4, then they call the game.
Right, this game will be over in very quickly if Three Rivers can't score any more runs, and of course if Jefferson adds more to its lead. In the dirt for ball 3. Here's the windup, and the 3-0 is taken for ball 4. And 2 runners on now for the Vikings with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And the leadoff hitter for the Vikings, Nicole Ostertag, will come to the plate. 1 for 1 with a walk. Scored 2 runs so far on the day. And that's in there for strike 1.
And that has to be intimidating when Nicole steps up. I mean, you know she's a power hitter. I mean, the pitcher's got to be like a little nervous, I'd say.
The 0-1 floats in there for ball 1. 1-1 on Ostertag. Ostertag looking to add to the Vikings' substantial lead already. 9-0 so far over Three Rivers. We're in the bottom of the second, 2 outs. And there's a ball, low and outside. And that's ball 2, or ball 3, excuse me. So a 3-1 count now on Ostertag, a hitter's count. Brittany Holian on the mound for Three Rivers, having some trouble throwing strikes here recently. There's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. So a full count on Ostertag.
You're ready now. Open it up here. Let's go.
Ostertag digs in. She's ready for the pitch. And here it comes. Grounded foul, third base side.
Just protecting that plate, that full count. I always hated full counts because I found myself swinging at pretty much anything to keep from striking out.
The pressure is on the hitter when there's a full count, of course. And here's the pitch. Ostertag staying alive. Ostertag takes that swift practice cut in between pitches.
Again, I think it's to help with the intimidation factor.
Here's the pitch from Holian.
Sure. She could just straighten those out a bit. I mean, easy home run.
Here we go, 3-2 count, 2 outs, 2 on for the Vikings. Oof. Softly hit over the head of the pitcher. Ostertag beats that one out. So Three Rivers not able to get out of the inning still. And the bases are loaded for Marissa Hain. Hain singled and scored earlier this inning. Here's the pitch.
That was a nice trick hit almost, just blooping it in there.
It was. That one kind of just fell in no man's land, if you will, out there between.
No woman's land for softball. Not expected either, really.
And the ump asked for help, but Ump asking one of the spectators to quiet down from the Three Rivers side. But they grounded to short, handled by the shortstop. But an errant throw, and that's going to score another run for Jefferson College, 10-0.
2 more.
It is 2 more.
Nothing now.
2 came home on that error. So 11-0 Jefferson. And Tori Long steps in. Long also singled earlier in the inning. That's in there for strike 1. But on that last at bat at Three Rivers, some of their fans unhappy with the fact that they thought the hitter went around on that, called a ball. Pop over the visitors' dugout.
Which, of course, I mean, they'll be a little biased. We're trying to get out of an inning here.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure they're a little frustrated being down 11-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Forks in there for ball 1. 1-1 now on Long. Runners at the corners for Jefferson, up 11-0 here in the bottom of the second. That's ball 2. Tori Long, ready for the pitch. Hit foul. And by my count, at least 9 hits in this inning for Jefferson College. Here's the pitch to Long. Grounded to third. And that's going to do it for the inning, but Jefferson adding to its lead, leading 11-0. We'll be right back for the top of the third on JCTV. Welcome back to Jefferson College softball on JCTV. We're getting set for the top of the third inning here. Three Rivers going to try to get some runs. Jefferson busted this thing wide open in the bottom of the second, building Jefferson's lead to 11-0 with 9 hits in the inning. And leading things off for Three Rivers, it's Casey Menz. Drops down the bunt. Long picks it up, but the throw goes by the first baseman, and Menz will be in at second base to lead things off for Three Rivers.
It was a very good bunt. Making it hard to make a play on that one.
Wendy Eftink, now the hitter for the Vikings. Vikings playing the infield end. Menz took a short break from second base, but got right back. It's 1-0 on Eftink. Eftink lays down the bunt, and she's out at first, but the runner will advance to third. So a runner on third for Three Rivers with 1 out here in the top of the third. Lindsay Landels now will hit. For Three Rivers, she singled in the first. Fitzwater still on the mound for the Vikings. There's ball one. Top three here. Vikings lead it 11-0. Fitzwater's ready. Here's the windup. Outside for ball two. Hit right back to Fitzwater. Great play on that one. Out at first, but a play at the plate, and that's going to score the first run for Three Rivers. 11-1 now as Men's crosses the plate.
Good reflexes by Fitzwater on that to make that play.
And number 17, Leslie Taylor, comes to the plate for Three Rivers. It's in there for strike one at the knees. Three Rivers bench cheering on as that's grounded up the middle for a base hit. So Taylor's on first now. And here's Megan Booker. Booker singled back in the second. Fitzwater delivers low for ball one. Booker digs in. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Force at second. And that'll do it for the top of the third. Three Rivers scores one, but the Vikings still lead by 10. 11-1. We'll be right back on JC TV. Sasha Chapman will lead things off here in the bottom of the third for Jefferson College. Hit to the pitcher. And thrown out for the first out of the inning. One pitch, one out. Here in the bottom of the third, Jefferson College on top, 11-1 over Three Rivers. And it's Christy Gamerick now at the plate. A 2 RBI double back in the second for Gamerick. He was right in the middle of that huge Vikings rally in that inning, scoring 9 runs. Gamerick 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. And a couple RBIs. That one's in there for ball one. The Vikings brought out their bats today. 11-1 over Three Rivers. It's in there on the inside corner for strike. It's 1-1 now on Gamerick. There's ball two. It's still Brittany Holian on the mound for Three Rivers. Holian took over in the second for Casey Smith, but as that one's inside for a ball, but of course unable to stop the Vikings rally. The Vikings went on to score several runs after she took over. Gamerick digs in. That's strike two. So full count now. Coach Tony Cook asking to clarify the count there from the umpire. It is 3-2. And here's Gomerick stepping in. Hit back to Holian. And that's the second out of the inning. So 2 balls hit back to the pitcher for the first 2 outs of this inning. And number 12, Caitlin McCollum, will hit for the Vikings. Bottom of the third, Vikings leading Three Rivers 11-1. It's in there for strike 1. That's in there for ball 1. So it's 1-1 here with 2 outs. Caitlin McCollum at the plate. Jefferson on top, 11-1. It's a great performance so far today from the Vikings. It's foul.
They're obviously not too worried about scoring runs, but at the same time, they don't want to give up any on defense either.
Oh, it's 1-2 on McCollum. McCollum playing second base today, shows bunt, pulls it back, and evens the count at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A pleasant day today, a little chilly, cloud cover overhead, no rain thankfully.
Yet.
Shows bunt again, but pulls back for ball 3. Sorry.
You do not want to get caught in the rain again. Most likely it'll probably hold off or not rain at all.
The Vikings certainly hope so. It's been hard to get these games in. Pop foul over the Three Rivers dugout. And in talking with Coach Tony Cook, you know, as these games get rained out and they have to be rescheduled, sometimes 2 or 3 in a week, I mean, it can take a toll on the players physically, and it also can cause some fatigue.
Yeah, overheard one of the softball players saying how they had to play almost every day. As that one
hit deep into the outfield. That's at the wall for a double.
Nice job.
Three Rivers did a good job of making that a close play at second, but McCollum is in there with a double. And here comes Brittany Ponder for the Vikings. Ponder singled in the second as a part of that huge Vikings rally. Holian looked like she turned the heat up a little bit on that one. That's strike 1. Ponder digs in. Here's the pitch. It's a dead ball, hit foul. It's 0-2 here. Bottom of the third inning. Vikings lead Three Rivers 11-1. Runner at second for the Vikings. Here's the pitch to Ponder. Skips in the dirt for ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Holian's ready. Here's the pitch. Popped to second, and it falls in for a hit. Over the head of the second baseman. Here's a play at the plate. That's going to be safe. And the throw to second. Looks the runner back to first. That's another run for the Vikings. 12-1 now. And an RBI for Brittany Ponder. And we have a new hitter in the lineup for the Vikings.
That's Caitlin Bowman.
Caitlin Bowman. Bowman will hit in McPherson's spot. Imagine Bowman would take over at first base. That's in there for strike one. In the dirt for ball one. Yeah, some of those fly balls today have just been hanging up there. They're in no hurry to get down. Yesterday, we were doing a baseball game here at Jefferson College, and the wind was knocking down some of the fly balls. Now others have carried over the fence, but they've been hanging up there today. No home runs, though.
I'm sure we'll see one eventually. It does seem to like just die once it gets up in the air and just wait. Gives you feel there's a chance to get underneath them, but
that one's hit deep into center field.
Speaking of,
but it is caught for the third out of the inning. But the Vikings add one more. We'll be right back on JCTV. Welcome back to the top of the fourth inning here as the Jefferson College Vikings are taking on Three Rivers. Vikings, great day on offense so far, leading 12-1. And the new pitcher for the Vikings is Natalie Sego. And Courtney Ostendorf will lead things off for Three Rivers. Three Rivers needs to get some runs. You may hear the Three Rivers bench cheering on Ostendorf. It's in there for strike one, 1-1.
You know, I haven't noticed really too many cheers from our bench with any chants or anything.
That's through for a base hit. And Tabitha Martin is the hitter for Three Rivers. Sego's ready. Here's the delivery. That's in there for strike one. Good pitch at the knees. It's up there for ball one. Ball two. Excuse me. No, it is ball one. Punched it up on the scoreboard. Has ball two for a second. It's popped up. But no play for the Vikings.
I was worried for a second that was going to hit our cameraman. But it did not.
Sego's ready. Here's the pitch. Hit to second. And that's caught for the first out of the inning.
Way to go, Caitlin.
Again, the muscle chant comes from the Three Rivers dugout.
And for the viewers at home, that's Kayla Yater, apparently also known as Muscles. 0-1 on Yater. One out in the inning. Runner at first for Three Rivers. Hit to short. Mishandled by the Viking shortstop. And the runner's safe. So 2 on now and 1 out.
Looked like Tori took that one in the right hand. Shaking it a little bit.
And here's Casey Smith for Three Rivers. It's in there for ball one. Here's the 0-1 delivery.
Nice
That's
hit.
0-2. Good pitch on the outside corner. One out here in the top of the fourth. Jefferson College on top, 12-1. 2 on for Three Rivers. It's in there for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pretty pitch. Nice one.
And there's strike 2, so counts even now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Smith at the plate. It's in there for ball 3, a little high.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Smith struck out in the second. Sego looking to get a strikeout here. Hits a short, long dive for it, but it's going to get through. So the bases are loaded now for Three Rivers, with 1 out in the top of the fourth.
Another good effort there from Torrey. Long. Almost had that one. It's good to have players that aren't afraid to get dirty to make a play.
It's a 1-0 count. That's in there for strike 1. And this is Casey Menz at the plate. She scored Three Rivers' only run in the third. That's hit to second, but it's caught.
Nice job, Caitlin.
Big second out there for the Vikings. Now 2 outs with the bases loaded. And it's Wendy Eftink at the plate. Low for ball 1. Eftink stands in. That's a very good pitch for strike 1 from Sego. 1-1 on Eftink. And boy, if you're Three Rivers and you can't get any runs out of this, it's got to be a little demoralizing as that's popped back for foul ball and strike 2.
Definitely, but
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, I've seen Cardinals and many other good teams have bases loaded with no outs and not be able to pull anything off.
Sure, it happens quite often. That's grounded foul.
I mean, it's a forced out anywhere, so it's hit close to a base.
It's 1-2. Here's the delivery. Popped foul. Jeffco gives chase, but it's off the roof of the Three Rivers dugout, out of play. Hit the third. And that's going to score a run for Three Rivers. It's now 12-2. Vikings on top. Payne knocked that one down. Tried to get to the bag, but just couldn't make it in time.
That's Lauren McWilliams in for Hayne. Had a good play. The ref or the ump probably didn't see that she had the ball in her hand when she went for the tag. From our angle, it looked like she made the play.
It's okay, Nally, shake it
And
off.
Three Rivers talking things over with the next hitter, Lindsay Landels, Three Rivers coach, having some words. And the umps are going to talk this last play over, it looks like. Head coach Tony Cook asking for a conference. And the call stands, safe. So 2 out in the inning. Jeffco on top by 10, 12-2 here in the top of the fourth. And Lindsay Landels now is ready to face Natalie Sego. That's in there for strike one. Popped into center field, and that's handled by the Vikings. So Three Rivers is able to score one, but just one. And the Vikings lead at 12-2. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth on JCTV. That one's in there for ball one as we're back here on JCTV with the bottom of the fourth inning. Vikings on top 12-2. Summer Proctor stands in now for the Vikings, hitting for Krista Vlasic. And there's strike one.
Summer being the shortest on the team at 5 feet 0 inches.
It's in the dirt, but ump saying Proctor went around, so that's 1-2. Brittany Holian still on the mound for Three Rivers. That's a strikeout. So Proctor strikes out looking. And now for the Vikings, it's Heather Kemper, number 35, hitting for Nicole Ostertag. Vikings with a lot of substitutions. That's understandable when you have a 10-run lead. Get to some of the other players some at-bats.
Which is always good for some experience.
So it's 0-1 on Kemper. Oh and 2. Holian throwing strikes so far this inning. Getting ahead in the count. She wasn't before. She wasn't in that inning. The Vikings scored 9, of course. And that's the second strikeout of the inning. Holian took a little bit off of that pitch. So 2 outs now. And the hitter is Lauren McWilliams, who took over at third base last inning. There's ball one. Holian's ready. Here's the windup. Foul for ball two, or for strike two, excuse me. Check that. 1-1 count. Now it's 2-1. 2 outs here. McWilliams at the plate. There's strike 2. Count even now, 2-2.
Looks like the pitcher finally got warmed up.
Bounces for ball 3. A full count on Lauren McWilliams. Vikings lead at 12-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Popped over our heads. Foul.
Cameraman didn't even flinch on that one.
He's an experienced veteran. He's used to these things flying his way, balls, bullets. No. That's the third out of the inning. So the Vikings will take the field again. It's 12-2. We'll be right back on JCTV.
exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jane.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
We're back here for the top of the 5th inning. Jefferson College Vikings on top of Three Rivers, 12-2. First pitch of the inning from Natalie Sego. And as we understand, the mercy rule should be in effect here. Three Rivers would need 2 more runs to make it an 8-run deficit. If the Vikings can get through this inning with more than an 8-run lead, this game would end. It's 2-0 count now on Taylor. Taylor digs in. Sego delivers for strike 1. 2-1. Inside for ball 3. That's ball 2. Excuse me. No, that was ball 3, and that's ball 4, so a walk for Taylor. And Megan Booker will hit for Three Rivers. So a good start for Three Rivers if the Raiders want to extend this game, getting the leadoff runner on. That's in there for strike 1. Good pitch on the inside corner from Sego.
And a cold breeze just blew in, so I'm really hoping they could get the 3 outs pretty quick here.
Well, you never know with this hit into center.
Second base.
Still going to get the out at second. The ball hit Long's glove. But the Vikings do get it now, which is the most important factor there. But as I was saying, with these skies, you never know when the rain will start either. So
oh, that's true.
The Vikings would love to get a win here. There's strike 1 on Courtney Ostendorf. 2 for 2 on the day, Ostendorf is. Singled twice. Popped high to the backstop. Jeffco catcher makes chase, but that's out of play. It's 0-2 on Ostendorf. Hit the second. Force out at second base. So Booker's out at second for the second out of the inning. Vikings on top 12-2. And Three Rivers should be down to its last out. Unless the Raiders can score at least 2 runs. In the dirt for ball 1.
Pressure is definitely on for Tabitha. She could
It
keep her
is.
team alive, or
Tabitha Martin needs to find a way to get on base here if Three Rivers wants to continue the game. Sego looks in. Here's the windup. Hit the third.
This could be it.